Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm going to talk about some of the tarts that I melted recently. I've got a lot here and I'm going to try to fit all of them in this video. I'll keep close watch of the time. I really don't want the video to go over 15 and a half to 16 minutes. But anyway, let me just get right into it. I'm going to start off by talking about what I melted from Long Cane Primitives. The first one is LaLa's Grape Cookie. This was a really good scent. The grape was an artificial grape, but it was sweet and it was good. And then it's a sugar cookie scent that goes along with it. I got good throw from it. I melted all of these in a 24-watt warmer, so I won't keep repeating that. And there might be one or two that I did not melt in a 24-watt warmer. I'll let you know about those if I get to them. Okay, so anyway, really good throw on this one. I would say I got about 4 to 5 hours of scent, really strong scent, and then it mellowed out, after a while I couldn't smell it, and I moved on to something else. I was melting a lot, so about 3 to 4 hours I was sort of ready to change out tarts, but I think I got about 4 to 5 hours of scent from this one. Really good scent, filled up the room. It wasn't a strong throw that I could smell outside of the room, but it was very pleasant while it was melting in the room. And with this one in particular, I remember putting it in the warmer and just sitting down and really enjoying it and just inhaling it because it smelled so good. So I do recommend trying this. The next one is Stella's Bakery Shop. This one I had going in my bedroom the other night and it was really nice. What I liked most about this is that it's a mellow bakery scent. And so I was able to go to sleep with this one melting and it didn't disturb my sleep. It wasn't so strong that I couldn't breathe. It wasn't too sweet that it was sickening. It was really nice. The other thing that was nice about this particular scent is that it has nutmeg and cinnamon in it. At least that's what my nose picked up on. When I read the scent description on Long Cane Primitives website, it says sugar and spice and everything nice, something along those lines. And so it just it has some really warm notes in it. The cinnamon and the nutmeg really create a warmth, a comfort, and it was just very enjoyable. With this one I got a scent that reminded me of a cake fresh out of the oven. It was really nice. So it was sweet, and then there was the cinnamon and the nutmeg and that cake note, and it was just really nice. I enjoyed this one and I do recommend it. Okay, this one I really enjoyed. Oh my goodness. Caramel apple zucchini bread. Yum. Oh my gosh, this smelled so good. The caramel was sweet and creamy. The apple was fresh in this one. Now the zucchini bread note, I wouldn't say that that came through strong. That was more of a subtle scent. In fact, had I not read the label, I would not have known that it was zucchini bread. But I detected the bakery note, but not necessarily zucchini bread. With that said, it was still a really good tart. I love the caramel apple in this, and I love the mixture of that bakery note. A really good one, good throw. And this one, I would say, yeah, 4 to 5 hours from this one as well. Mellows out, I would say, 2 to 3 hours, but it's still going around 4 hours. And I'm just going to backtrack a bit. Sorry I didn't mention this. This one, I could smell it the next day. And the cinnamon and the nutmeg came out more the next day, in my opinion. When I woke up in the morning, as I walked around in and out of the room, I could smell it. It was nice. It was much more mellow, but the nutmeg and cinnamon was definitely there. Okay, so this one was really good, and I do recommend it. Just getting back to caramel, apple, and zucchini bread. And it's a good one, so definitely try it. Serendipity Buttercream Pie. Oh my goodness, I felt like I was like in a state of, I don't know, euphoria. It was so good. This serendipity scent is so good. And Long Came Primitive has some very good serendipity scents on their scent list. So definitely check that out. Now with this one, to me, the serendipity was very creamy. I didn't necessarily get a pie crust note, but I got a creaminess that went along with the serendipity. And the serendipity just comes through so strongly in this one. I really, really enjoyed it. I melted it here in the den. Wonderful scent. And the throw was really good. Several hours, maybe 4 to 5, maybe a little bit longer. I melted this one at night, so I smelled it for a while. For a few hours I was up, and then I went to bed, so I really cannot speak to exactly how long it lasted, but generally I would say about a good 4 hours, and then it mellows out like anything else. For me, 4 hours is fine. I'll say it again, I'm okay with 4 hours of scent as long as it's good, the throw is good, and I'm happy with the scent. I don't mind 4 hours. Peppermint meringue. This is going now in my warmer right here in the den. It smells really good. The peppermint is coming through, and then there's something creamy along with it. And I'm just going to take a sniff of it. That is it in the warmer. Yeah, oh, it's so nice. Yeah, there's something light and creamy in it. That's the meringue. But it's light. Like it could be called peppermint fluff, and I think maybe that would be a good description of it. This is my first time having a meringue type scent, so not really sure how to explain it, but there's something like kind of light in it along with the peppermint. The peppermint is nice. It's not super strong. I think that fluffiness, that creaminess in this one is toning down the peppermint, but the peppermint is strong enough that it kind of opens up your nostrils, and it penetrates. Shortly before melting this one, I felt like my nose was kind of stuffy, and I'm not feeling that right now, so it's definitely working to kind of open up my nose and nasal passages. So it's a really good one. This is one that would be nice to go to sleep to, and it is filling up the room with a nice medium scent. It's not super strong in my opinion, but it's very nice. Also from Long Came Primitives, I melted pistachio pudding cake. Really good scent. This one I was a little nervous about. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I melted it in my bedroom. The pistachio in this was great. Really nice. The pistachio was fresh. It just reminded me of just cracking open, a pistachio and eating the nut right out of the shell. Fresh and strong the pistachio was, and then there was a creaminess that came along with it. I didn't necessarily pick up on the cake note, but there was something sweet and creamy mixed in with the pistachio, so this one was really nice. It filled up the bedroom. Not a super strong scent, but nice and medium, fills up the space, smells really good. Pumpkin apple butter. Now I showed this one in a haul. This was the pumpkin shaped tart that I received as a sample. Now I was a little concerned about melting this one. I almost didn't melt it because when I sniffed it, I picked up on the cinnamon, and it was quite a bit of cinnamon. Not too much, but it was enough to, make me think I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. So that's what I was thinking. I really wasn't sure. What I decided to do was melt this one in my living room area just because it's an open space, and I figured if I was going to melt it, I would play it safe, melt it in an open area so that it could flow. It could go down the hallway, it could go into the other spaces, and it probably wouldn't be so bad. And I made a good choice. Now, when it started to melt, I instantly got the pumpkin. And then the cinnamon came along, and to me the cinnamon was the dominant scent in this blend. The cinnamon was not super strong, but it was strong enough that it had enough presence that you noticed it when this tart started to melt. The cinnamon was going throughout the entire time that the tart melted, and it lasted a long time. I got the pumpkin, I got the cinnamon. I didn't necessarily get the apple butter part. I didn't get a creaminess. I didn't get the apple. For me, I just got pumpkin and cinnamon. And this one would be nice. Like, I thought about it afterwards, and I thought this would have been nice for Thanksgiving, or like a pre-Thanksgiving get-together that I'm thinking about having. So this would have been nice for that. But I have other tarts that I can melt for the occasion as well. All right, I'm going to move on to what I melted from candles from the keeping room. I'll start off with this one. This is Hawaiian Hibiscus, or Hibiscus. And there were 2 butterfly-shaped tarts in this package. I melted both of them together. This was a really nice tropical scent with deep exotic notes. Deep floral notes really came through on this one. And it wasn't super strong. To me, well, it seemed like it was a medium scent. This was paraffin wax, so the notes don't really come through, that the full scent doesn't come through initially, but once you start to melt it, you'll notice that with paraffin wax the scent does come through, and that's what happened here. And the scent really came alive in this one. It smelled very good, and the throw, I would say, is medium. However, it definitely has kick, and it filled up the room. And after about an hour or two, I noticed that I could smell it outside of the room, and it was just very nice because it's an exotic blend. It's not the coconut and the pineapple, but it's a floral scent that's very deep and really nice on this one. I really enjoyed it, and I do recommend it. This is Vanilla Bean Noel. I showed this one in a haul. This was the ghost shape tart that I received as a sample. I melted the entire tart, or it wasn't, I mean, I guess you could call it a tart, but it was actually a ghost. I put the whole thing in my warmer in my living room area. Oh my goodness, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the hallway smelled like sweet, creamy Vanilla Bean Noel. And I was so impressed with this one because Vanilla Bean Noel is a scent that's, to me, usually doesn't have a strong throw. Like, if you melt it in a single room, you're gonna smell it. But to melt it in an open space, I've never really had much success with that from other vendors. I can barely smell it. This one, I got really nice throw. And the thing was, it was subtle. I smelled it when I walked in. I could smell it as I was walking around, but it wasn't like pow in my face constantly, but it was there, and it was nice, sweet and creamy, and a very good throw. So I'm really impressed with this Vanilla Bean Noel tart or scent from Candles from the Keeping Room, and it's one that I would repurchase. Okay, this one is a Candles from the Keeping Room tart, and I got this in a D-stash. This is Violet Raspberry. Amazing scent, amazing throw. This one lasted more than one day, well, a full day. I could smell it the next morning. I ran errands this afternoon. When I came in, I could still smell it. It was much more light. It was faint, but I could definitely pick up on it. Really nice, that deep violet note, the sweet and the tartness from the raspberry. Very good scent. I do recommend it. A really good one. And this was a huge tart. It was like the size of my hand. Really, really big tart. Paraffin wax. And as soon as it started to melt, the scent really came through. So I have to say I was impressed with this one. Okay, and I'm just going to wrap it up by showing you this body butter. This is a sample that I received from Long Cane Primitives. I have been using this and I'm really impressed with it. It's in the scent called Forever Sunshine. This is very moisturizing and it really absorbs into the skin. I'm liking it very much. I'm actually going to be carrying this around in my purse because my skin is extremely dry, and when I'm outside in the colder weather, my hands just get so ashy. So I'm going to be carrying this. I'm really liking it so far and I do recommend it. Okay guys, well I'm going to stop this video here. I want to thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon. Take care everyone. Bye bye.